Can I get a few thumbs up knowing that everybody is here and I'm audible? So lovely to be connected to all of you this morning. Truly blessed, aren't we, to have each morning dedicate to ourselves, to just discover the different facets of life that are actually never understood, that are never really spoken about, that we're usually just dealing with ourselves but become the foundation of our very own lives. So let's pause for a second or two, close our eyes, and start with a thank you to whoever we may be believing in for making this happen for us every morning possible, unconditionally, and so seamlessly. So just a heart full of gratitude. Thank you, my dear Lord, for giving me this life that is so beautiful and for giving me this opportunity to connect with an energy that's constantly working for me and my growth. Just starting saying thank you takes away all the reasons to worry away from our life. It just feels so much lighter, so much nicer, and so much to feel blessed and happy about. Yes, you all must be wondering why are we hearing her today? So our little Zivan is slightly unwell, and Richa and Sangeeta auntie are tending to him and themselves. So we have this beautiful morning to exchange and live the different colors of life. What a beautiful day, and just let's for a second, all of us imagine we all were painters. Can you tell me if I gave all of y'all a canvas, a plain canvas to paint, and you could choose any color or any colors to make a painting of a beautiful life? What are the colors that y'all would pick? Would anybody can raise their hand or give me a thing? What are the colors that y'all would pick? Would we just pick a blue? Would we just pick a red? Would we just pick a green? Would we just pick a yellow? I'm sure most of us would choose all the colors and a combination of them to make our painting happen. Am I right? Or would we just stick to one color to create an entire painting? We're going to choose the greens to make the grasses, the blues for the water, those brown mountains, the lovely sunrise, sunset, the beautiful blacks to just define a little silhouette here and there, to define the details, a bit of grays. When we are making a painting of life or anything that we find beautiful, we choose all the colors of life. Somehow, if I say that every color is an emotion and you have to choose it in your life, what would you choose? And I say only red is for love or happiness. All of us say, oh, let's just make it one color. We would all say, oh, let's just have a single color in our life. I just want to be happy all the time. I just want to be wealthy all the time. I just want to be peaceful all the time. Are you all relating to me? Because I can't see anybody on their screens. So I'm assuming that everybody is here and listening to me. But somehow in life, it's very strange when we have to pick. And when we're the artist, we've chosen all the colors that we got in the water paint box. Somehow, we forget that when we're choosing for ourselves, we are so fixated to choosing one aspect of life without realizing that life will only get its true meaning, its whole definition, if we can get all the colors of life together. And above us all, isn't the biggest artist our God, our faith, our energy? He could have made all of us blue, right? We would all be peaceful and calm and tranquil. He didn't choose us all to be blue. He could have made the entire earth yellow if it was the color of happiness. But he didn't do that. He chose to give us all the colors possible. He chose to give us a combination. Even a single flower starts from the mud, the seed, which is probably so colorless sometimes. You'll almost ignore that seed. Have you seen a bright red seed? Have you seen a bright purple, beautiful, vibrant seed? You came out of something colorless and came out to be something so vibrant, so beautiful, so extraordinary that the seed is so forgotten. We all plant these beautiful flowers, but it has stemmed out of the brown mud into a lovely green stalk that's holding the vibrant flower. And if it wasn't for all this background, I don't think any of us would have appreciated the flower as much. It would have been lost if the sunflower was blooming in a bright yellow mud. Would you have appreciated the yellow flower? And we're doing this to ourselves all the time. We are so focused on having everything so perfect, so lively, so beautiful. We're losing focus on the flower that we are and the potential it has to be. When a challenge comes, when something is there to worry, we get so bogged down. We don't realize that the flower we can emerge into. Can we look at this seed that is probably, what are the colors of seeds that y'all can see? Tell me the most exotic seed that y'all have seen. It must have had this lovely aqua tinge. Is it engraved beautifully? Does it have a lovely soft texture? Any of y'all have seen a seed like that? No one? Oh, I think y'all have missed out on seeing the most beautiful seed. There isn't a seed like that I know of. All our seeds are these browns and whites and blacks and browns. Let's look at ourselves in a challenging situation like that seed that has the potential to emerge into the most beautiful flower, fruit, tree that can ever be born. And let it be as tiny as that seed, because no challenge or worry is actually that big in life. And because it is that, it's just a time to remind you that you have to push yourself out of that comfort zone and germinate into something beautiful. And when you do, all you do is embrace the beautiful colors of life. Is there any color that is good or bad? Have you seen flowers of all different colors? From the reds to the yellows, to the greens, to the blues, to the purples. And don't we find them all beautiful? Isn't it time we embrace all the colors of life? It's a very funny thing that colors, if you realize, if I say a color to you, white, what does white associate you with? What does white tell you? If I say white, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? I can see Corey, Purvi, Amrita who are listening to me. So could any of you put your audios on and just tell me what is white to you? Anyone, Amrita?
I feel it's very peaceful and pure.
Peaceful and pure, lovely. Purvi, do you have something else to say for white?
Purity.
Purity, lovely. And okay, anyone else? It's lovely, you know, both of them. I don't know where they must be sitting. Corey, I see you there. Would you be able to tell us what white is for you?
It is pure, just clean. It's serenity. Yes.
So lovely. You know, I'm sure all of us are different parts, but somehow we all associate white with purity. If I have to tell you, associate white with an occasion, you know, if we were born in probably a Christian home, it would be the color of our wedding dress, you know, for the bride. And if you were in a Hindu home, it would probably be a mourning dress, right? It's the same color, but somehow there have been different associations with it. If your first birthday dress was this beautiful white fairy gown, your probably favorite color would be white. You know, there are kids who love their Milky Bars, and because they like the white chocolate, they like this white in it. White becomes a color of association for you. For someone, it's a happy dress. For someone, it's a dress of sadness or a color of sadness. For someone, it's just a color of peace and tranquility. It's how you've associated yourself with the color over a period of time. And how do we build these associations? They're mere interactions that we have with this color. Because every time you wanted to probably feel, we have a lot of saints that are robed in the color white, right? You always see any of your gods or your saints, they're usually in this white color robe. An angel, you'll always look of it as a white silver fairy. You have Mother Teresa. The picture you will have is like a white dress that she's wearing. And somehow you start associating white. Did white ever come to you and tell you that I'm peaceful and I'm tranquil? It didn't even have to. It just gave you the way it made you feel. And it's so important to have the right feeling at every point of time in life. What we'll end up doing is associating. You have red. And red can be a color of love and color of anger, both together. And both extreme emotions, right? You're red with fury and you're red with love. And it's amazing how paradoxes have been associated with the same color. And that very same color, only the first thing that will come to you is with your association with that color. If you've every time associated it with anger, even a red rose coming to you then will make you angry. Because the icon that you are carrying for your red is now anger. Am I making sense to everyone? So it's so important to make the right icons for life, for every association, especially when we see them with people. We're dealing every day with different kind of people. Can we purely absorb them as different colors in our life? Knowing that each color has such paradoxical aspects to them. And because maybe we don't like something about someone, but understanding that if there is this side to them, there is another side. And the icon we should associate with them is the other side of it. Can we have a happy association, a positive association with each of these people by merely making them another color of our life? They're here to add definition to your life. And they will add definition in different ways. Someone will add value by simply being there. Someone will add value or definition by challenging you to yourself and maybe showing a side of you that you had never discovered for yourself. Maybe that person comes to teach you something and respectfully goes away. Maybe someone is just reflecting you to you and saying, this is what you are. Are you liking it or not? Is there a scope of maturity that you can still grow in? Is there a place? Maybe someone comes to you and says what you could look up to. Everyone is merely a different color of your life. And if you can absorb them beautifully, gracefully, they will only make your life's painting more lively. And you don't have to get over attached to one color or another. A sun may be a little ball, but its yellow is enough for it. It's enough. In a painting, you just need that much yellow. And it's enough to light up the world. Everybody has defined its own role in life. Every color has its own purpose and limitation and possibility. Let's not over-exercise it. Let's not underplay it. Let's absorb what it is supposed to do to us to the extent it is supposed to do to us or for us. And having said that, let's absorb beautiful colors of life. Let's not say, because if I could give you only a blue, you will never make a beautiful painting. You need all the colors in life. So as I proceed into today's little download and meditation, I will quickly conclude saying that all of us are nothing but seeds at moments of time with huge potential to be all kinds of vibrant colors. And the challenges, or sometimes just getting out of that comfort zone is so important to realize the potential that you are supposed to bloom in and to the beauty that you will add. You're also nothing but just another color. And when you look at different people, you don't have to fight that my fragrance is more than yours or my you is deeper than yours. You add your beauty and I add mine. That's what we all do collectively. A florist couldn't just have one kind of flower. So all of us are going to be these different flowers that we are meant to be, that our potential lies to be. We will accept our bloom. We will live up to our bloom. And we will accept the blooms around us. Easily, gracefully, beautifully. Because we know that truly the garden of life is beautiful when all of us are blooming in it. When all of us can add our color and fragrance to it. And having said that, I get a lot of these questions. There's always this whole sort of worry that, just because we are on this path of energy healing, sometimes we feel it's going to be curing it all, it's going to be doing it all. And there's this very beautiful thing that we must always remember, that even God says, oh, that's my beautiful flower of life, that it's so important to have a combination of this energy that we truly believe in with our efforts. God made you into a seed. He's given you the power to bloom into a beautiful flower or fruit, or in a tree that's going to live for hundreds and thousands of years, that's going to be passed from generation to generation. But you need it to be watered. You need to be taken care of. You need to do all of that to a seed. Nothing happens without the other. It is only the right combination of your effort along with His grace that will make infinite possibilities available to us. If we believe that each morning we can just sit here for 30 minutes and get these lovely downloads and have life sorted for itself, have all the flowers bloom and everything's going to happen, it's not going to happen. We have to make efforts for it. What's going to happen is that before this, when you made efforts, it felt like an effort. It felt it was impossible to achieve. It felt that I am tired. How many times do I have to do it? Now, when you do it with this kind of faith and energy, you see results. You see an outcome that you had desired. Assuming that the outcome was with the existential's will. It was for the interest of everyone, not just a selfish interest. Because God works selflessly. And if you can align to that selfless will, everything happens for you just the way you want it to be. So while all of us are sitting here, we also have to resolve that we will do whatever it is in us, and the effort that is required for that outcome, we will deliver to it. We cannot purely rely on an energy download healing alone. It is always and always and always a combination. So we will bloom in beautiful colors, different colors, water ourselves, soak the sun, have all the manure that's required, and do our bit to push ourselves out of that comfort zone, to live to the potential that we all are meant to live. Very gently, I will ask all of you to close your eyes and center yourselves. Get into a beautiful, comfortable position. Closing your eyes. Visualizing a seed in that mud. Pour some water on the mud, knowing that the water is reaching the seed. Allow the sun rays to penetrate through that mud to the seed. And as you're doing this, you suddenly see the seed opening up, opening up, forming little roots downwards and a little stem going upwards. Really tender, really fragile. Keep watering it and keep having the sun embrace it with so much warmth, so much love, so much care, so much kindness. It's like rays of faith, love, kindness, joy, everything. The drops of water are filled with this in abundance and are watering this lovely seed that has germinated into this little stalk and the roots, strengthening it with a lot of determination, with a lot of passion, a lot of perseverance, a lot of humility, and this stalk growing up, growing up, growing up, becoming sturdier, more confident, more supportive, more supported, more assured of themselves. Forming into a bud and slowly, steadily, gracefully, easily, effortlessly blooming into this beautiful flower. So vibrant, so deep are the hues. You've never experienced such depth, such vibrance, such grace, such beauty. And you're looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. Merge yourself with it, feeling one with this bloom. Telling the seed, oh little seed, if you just a little seed can sprout up to be such a beautiful flower with just a little of water and just a little bit of sunlight and this air around, when you can stand so gracefully, so effortlessly, still giving so much color, so much fragrance, adding so much beauty to this world around. Even when you're in the fields, even when you're plucked out, you add beauty to a home and you do it, yet with the same vibrance, the same hues, the same lovely colors. Then I, the child of God, the child of this faith, with so much love, support, resources, health, wealth, love, I have the potential to bring and add so much value to the world around me. I have the potential to bloom to infinite possibilities. I am here to reach the limits of the sky and the mountains. I can do so much if just a little flower can emerge from a seed. I am so blessed to have so much more in me with potential that is infinite. And I know I can and I will bloom to my potential, embrace the colors that I am meant to live, embrace the colors around me, and live life beautifully and colorfully, deeply, completely, thoroughly. Feeling so beautiful, so radiant, blooming, 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 radiating, 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 glowing. Would you like to know what it feels like to be able to positively embrace all the colors of your life and that life has to offer through the definition and perspective of the creator of all that is? You understand the different definitions and importances of all the colors that are there and are offered to you in life in different ways. You know when to and how to embrace each color. You know that you are here to enjoy, learn, grow, be the different colors of life through the definition and perspective of the creator of all that is. You are colorful. You're adding the vibrance, the fragrance that this color brings in life to your life and to the lives around you. You feel beautiful with these colors of life, and you are able to easily, gracefully accept all these colors of life into your own and accept them the way they are supposed to be accepted in your life. Please say yes for me to instill and download all these feelings into each one of you here. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to download and instill these feelings into each one out here, into each of their cells, molecules of their body, into every area of their lives, at all four belief levels, for their highest and bestest, in the highest and bestest way possible. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Creator, show me. Passing unconditional love and healing to each one of you here. Thank you so very much. Today we spoke of the various colors of life. Tomorrow, like each chakra of ours has a color associated, we would be going through each color specifically, absorbing each one's strength and how we must absorb it in our lives. So wishing you all a beautiful, colorful day. Let's live the various colors of our life. Let's keep blooming. Let's keep glowing. Let's keep radiating. Love you all so, so, so very much. And thank you so much. Loving you all.